Welcome to the Legendary Podcast. If you're watching this show, you're probably a living legend or a legend in the making. Today, I'm with a legend in the making, Mufasa Tsunzuka Hakamela himself. How are you doing, brother?
Zirise.
I was literally not expecting that. Zirise. How shade? I know Mutonga, but women.
No, comrades, we must understand that it's very much important to also include languages of other people.
True.
It's a language that it's within the SADC. So we must acknowledge Shona, I'm Tsonga, I must speak Venda, I must speak Zulu, I must speak Spedi, any language, even Ethiopian, I must speak if possible.
Wow. So, Zuribo.
Very bored.
How are you doing though?
No, we can't complain, my brother. Everything seems to be flourishing.
You, my friend, it's been a while. We have to talk about that too, man. It's been a while. You've been quiet for a long time, man.
These days, most of the times, I'm always on the road. I'm always traveling. I'm living life beyond schedule. Every time, everything that I do is planned. Like, even if I have to go and have fun, I must know that today I have 5 hours of having fun. Then commitments. I'm leading both here at Bembe and also at Mopani. So I'm always moving around.
And Bembe also?
Yes, Bembe and Mopani, which means I'm in the provincial level because of I'm traveling almost in every place in this province.
So let's start from the beginning, nah? We have to start from the beginning. Who is Mufasa? I know most of the people think they know you, nah? But let's start from Mufasa. How did Mufasa grow up? Where did Mufasa attend high school? How was life before Univen? Then we go to Univen.
Mufasa Tsunduka Hakamela, Bostu. Many people know me as Bostu. And comrades, when they call me Bostu, they are done. They know that for sure. They are close to me because of they will have picked out my background. My background, I'm from Guyana Section A. I went to Guyana High School, where I was also head of sports. I was an HOD of sports, so I've been leading from that side. From primary, they've been giving me awards as a best leader. So I've been always on the ground. Also at home, I'm known as a leader. Currently at home, I'm a branch chairperson of ANC Youth League, also leading in the sub-region as a coordinator of Sanko Youth League. Sanko is going to introduce Youth League. So I'm coordinating. We're going to be going across every ward or villages or town around Guyana, introducing Sanko.
So Mufasa has always been a leader?
Mufasa is a born leader. I've been also getting scholarships of going abroad just to go. And
before we go there, let's go to Univen. because of you going abroad, it was because of Univen, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I missed an opportunity to go to Florida and San Francisco.
It's actually Florida.
Florida. Good listeners, myself, I'm not a relative of Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth. So my English is not proper. It's that one which is
to get the message across. To get the message across, that's the main point.
Bari Shilungu, Ishi Changan.
It's on about one man.
Yeah.
So what happened? You missed an opportunity to go there. What happened there?
No, I was very much young. My mother was very much concerned because I cannot go and stay for 91 days at Florida and San Francisco. It does not make sense. So also the poverty, when you don't have money, you are from a poor background, they always check. They cannot take 8,000 and give you for plane ticket and themselves left to be not eating anything. So it was a challenge of poverty.
No problems. What were you supposed to be doing there?
No, I was supposed to go to a leadership academy where we get to be trained to become future leaders and also have a global impact.
Yo. So, Mufasa, you are planning to take over the world, actually.
I can say I'm the next Muammar Gaddafi of Africa, because Muammar Gaddafi was aspired to unite Africa and make it a United States of Africa, and make sure that all the resources, all the minerals of Africa is shared amongst African countries, and we have a great state of Africa.
The African dollar.
African dollar.
Yeah.
He wanted to use the gold as a means of change instead of using paper as a means of exchange. Because of African countries that are having gold, it means our economy will be empowered amongst ourselves because of not anyone that can just come and access our economy.
Very true. I remember I was reading about that. But I don't want to go too deep into that. I want to go more. We must focus on you today. So let's go to Univen. The strike leader. You remember that you took that mango tree by it was by F5 Westgate. Then you pull it with the whole team and you pull it to the bridge. And that tree was huge. I don't even know how you did that. Tell me about that. But before we go there, so tell me, how was your journey in Univen? Where did you start? And you must come to that strike situation then.
No, Univen, I started 2016.
2016, okay.
To be very much active because of there was a strike. There were a 225 movement. By that time, I was not a beneficiary of NEFSAS. Because of the journey that I come from, I was already in love with politics. I just went and joined them. I was shot the first day on Monday on the rib with a tear gas. Directly, tear gas shot me from a long distance. So I had to fall down and wake up and run quickly because of the police were approaching. The following day, I attended. The third day, I was shot again on the rib. So I've been shot 2 times with tear gas. Not a rubber bullet, tear gas. The whole of that tear gas bomb itself, it shot me twice. Then from then, I said, this cannot go just for nothing. I was shot. And it ends there. It means I must be baptized in the revolution.
Let me interrupt you. So you were like the Vin Diesel now.
Yeah, I was baptized in the revolution with a tear gas, where I was motivated to continue fighting the things that the management was subjecting students to, and also NEFSAS was subjecting when we changed to cash focus. So as time goes, 2017, based on the ground, it's when you had the revolution of tree falling down. We started with a big tree that was by the bridge.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a big tree by Westgate. We cut down that tree. The police came and take that down with a home light. From then, we have to go and cut those ones by Univen mango trees. So I cut a mango tree, I think it was 3 mango trees. So we blocked there for the whole month. They were not easy to access Univen. So students were by themselves. They can conduct a progressive strike without being disturbed by the police.
So did you succeed? Like, was the strike successful? And
we had massive strikes. We were able to touch even the hippo. So police will come and negotiate with us. If you remember, there is Mhlabane. Mhlabane is cleaner, who is the former president who I took over from. Yeah. We managed to put him on top of the hippo because we told the police that now everything is under our administration. Now we are going to address the students while standing on top of the hippo. We had to stand there with Pelkawashe and Tlina Mhlabane and we address. So the police were complying because we seem to be more dangerous than they are because we're using stones and petrol bombs.
Mara Mufasa, man. Yo, why the violence? Why the violence with striking?
No, it seems like our government is very much arrogant. If you want to get the attention, you must protest. You must send a strong message. So,
how was your journey from the strike, you becoming the president of Univen? Where did you start? Then, which position did you acquire from there? And tell me all about it. We want to know everything. Don't leave any stone unturned.
No, thank you very much. My journey was a long one. First, I campaigned as a HRC. HRC is Housing Representative Council, where I was Klopat, I was number 19, and they were taking only 16 guys. That sparked the hunger out of me because of I was promised that when the other residents is finished, will be coopted in the middle of the year. Unfortunately, it did not get to be done like that way. And then it's when I become more hungry. I was also an activist because of I was part of Univent Drama Club, where you are addressing social problems.
Okay.
So I was motivated to say that no, my voice must be heard. It means if I'm Klopat now, I must go back to the ground. So I joined Suka when Suka was established in 2016, where it was reintroduced to the students. I was very much active. The following year, I managed to contest for School of Human and Social Science. I win with second third majority. It's like I was uncontested then in the school. Then also every organization started become interested in my journey. Then Suka gave me also a platform of becoming a convener. When you are a convener of Suka, it means now I was in charge of an organization and also representing in the SRC level. So I was very much active. I managed to hold mass meetings in stadium when it was not fashionable, have programs of the school in Freedom Square. So my capacity, it was very much high in a way that everyone became interested. Then I did 40 shirts, which it was for Suka, and 40 caps when we were going to a mass meeting. With those comrades, it was written Mufasa Sobalit. And when we entered there with those comrades, we were very much visible. Students just declared that now we are going to be attached. Everywhere I go, students will be behind my back. They will rally behind my back. And then also I managed to unite SASCO and Suka and YCL and NCUF League to contest under one banner, which was NCUF League. So it was not easy to unite four structures and make them to listen to each other and become one. As we speak now, all of the structures, even today, they are still united.
Because of you, Mufasa.
Yeah, because of we chanted the way forward. Unity is power. From then, even other structures, bo DASO, bo SCO, bo BL, those other structures, they started disappearing because of there was no need to have other structures. Now it was like NCUF League versus EFF. And then from then, we Klopa those comrades, we more them whitewashed from that time.
Yo, man. I think you are the first most famous president in Univet.
Yes, I think also the things that I was doing, it was also attracting masses.
Yo,
So EFF was buried. We bought a proper coffin from MTG.
I remember it. And these guys, they're crazy. They bought an actual coffin to bury the EFF.
After clobbering those comrades.
Wait, what was the actual message behind the actual coffin and to bury the EFF? What was the actual message?
No, ourselves were not shaken. The ground is our dance floor. When we enter the ground, we dance, we flex.
By buying an actual coffin?
So there we're just flexing to show them that comrades, we mean business. If we're saying we're burying you, we'll bury you. And literally so. For the past 5 years, they were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, true. So, Mufasa, your journey was beautiful, man. Like, I won't lie, you're an underdog when it comes to this thing. You know? What you did was beautiful. So what happened, man? Like, you won the presidency second time. You went 2 years, and it's 2 years, no?
Yeah.
Then you won second time. Then you were no longer the president during that second year. The third year, actually. What really happened? I want you to address what happened to Mufasa and what is happening to Mufasa currently.
The reason that we're here is because of the impact that was there. That impact was a problem to management, was a problem to EFF. So they plotted against me. When they plotted, the management saw that they cannot remove me because of, if you check, they tried to remove me from a position 2 times. I was removed and reinstated as a chairperson. I was removed as the president and reinstated. And the only way that they find expression is during election. During elections, it's when students, even themselves, they're confused. They said that I'm not qualifying to be in the SRC while I'm the sitting president. It was politically motivated. And for that, we have to make a compromise. We had to go to High Court. We went to High Court, we won the case. Unfortunately, technical, there also in the High Court, the court ruled that if the constitution, SRC constitution saying that the person, when is found guilty, the person must step aside. And that was not implemented because of even the proper procedures were not followed. It was a witch hunt.
So, in your own opinion, so the claims against you that you also cheated in the exam were false or were they true?
No, those comrades, they've been on a witch hunt. They've been hunting me ever since I was a chairperson. So myself, I'm an academic. I'm going to be graduating for honors in political science. I have a degree of development studies. I'm a master's candidate. I'm an academic. I cannot copy. But themselves, they failed to even prove that because they were trying to plot me and they failed dismally so.
So what is currently happening to Mufasa? What is Mufasa currently working on?
No, myself now, I'm leading Bongi Mabunda Ward 12 at Giyani Section A. I'm also leading Giyani Sub-Region for Sanko. I'm also leading Bembe as a convener of Suka in the region. And also now I'm on a quest of going to the provincial committee to become a PSC member. I want to go and find expression in the PSC so that I can make sure all the young people in this province rally behind the banner of ANC Youth League, also become members of ANC in good standing, and also to fight and make sure that we reclaim all the campuses. We make sure that voices of young people are heard. We have a moria of programs where young people are finding expression, where we visit strategical places, where there is mines, where there are everything, industries. We want to shut down those things. We want to bring a revolution. We want to revive our province. We want to revive the politics of this country. We want to show them that young people are indeed are capable and ready to lead this country. This nonsense of waiting for young people to lead when they are around 70 to age must fall. Must wait. We can't continue moving in that direction. So maybe.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mufasa. Let's be real here. Most of the youth have degrees.
They have the what?
They have degrees. Like
Yes.
they have qualification.
Yes,
they have
of course.
Homa N4.
Yes, of course.
How are you going to fix that issue? Job creation. How are you going to do that?
What is needed, comrades, is that we have to have a database of all of the vibrant young people that are ready looking for employment. We go to different shops and make sure that local people are employed. We make sure that if in every community where there is a company, there must be a CLO. A CLO is a representative from that community that must make sure that community people are employed. So we must clean out this province. We must clean out this country. We must ourselves go on the ground and make sure that we submit CV of young people. We scrap this nonsense of saying young people must have experience. Young people do not have experience because of they are fresh from school. They are fresh from universities. They are fresh from TVETs. They are having all of those qualifications. In order for them to get experience, let them be given jobs.
True, very true, Mufasa. While we're still on that, what can people do to make sure that you get that position you were talking about? How can people access that position?
Comrades have to be delegates in the provincial conference. Comrades must go out, lobby, mobilize. They must send the gospel that we want to rebuild the organization. So we are requesting that everyone becomes on board, contribute how much you can or possible that you can do. Anything that you can do that can boost the campaign, please do that. Please talk to everyone that they are going to the provincial conference. to do justice, we must find expression. We've been saving this organization. We have given ANC Youth League victory when it was not fashionable. We made sure that we revive Youth League in this country and also in this province. So what they must do, let them do justice and make sure that we find expression in the provincial conference.
Wow. Enough said. He said everything. Any future plans for you, Mufasa, beside politics? What happened to the Mufasa sauce? What happened to Iyababa?
Iyababa, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
No, Mufasa sauce is an idea that will live forever. Iyababa is going to be introduced. I'm just waiting for funds. I want to open a factory and have workers because I was disturbed. By the time that I was doing manufacturing the sauce, I was doing everything by myself, and I cannot sustain that because of the demand. It's greater than the supply. Many people want the sauce. So I was failing because of the demand was too high, and also academics. It was the time when we introduced to these things of COVID-19, this pandemic. So there was conflict of interest. I had to finish my honors. Now I finished. I'm going to register for masters. Once I have funds, Mufasa sauce is going to be there. The receipt is there. It's registered. The business is there. It means that it's safe. It's just waiting for what? Resources, for funds. If I have funds, I have workers, we can move at any time. We can distribute also around the whole world because of Mufasa sauce was also popular there in China.
In China. I may remember you went to China. What was the trip about into China there?
China were deployed by the NEC of ANC on the 14th conference between ANC and Communist Party of China. We were there to go and study the economy of China, to study how China becomes progressive in terms of leading with economy. So we learned how to become progressive. That's why when I came back, I made sure that I introduce my own product. I make sure that I start making sure that there is an economic activity that I'm doing. I learned a lot in terms of business, in terms of politics, because of Communist Party of China is the biggest organization in the whole world with a membership of 90 million.
Yo. Mufasa.
90 million membership. So to us, we're inspired that we must mobilize every young person, every old people into the organization. Make sure that our people, they are participating economical. Our people are empowered economical. People must get jobs, must get education. People must make sure that they get proper health facilities.
So before we close off the show, what do you want to address that we left before we close up the show?
Comrades, our country is under siege. South Africa is being attacked with different pandemics. There is a pandemic of COVID, there is a pandemic of gender-based violence, there is a pandemic of flood that is basically killing people in KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal, you are not alone, we are with you, we are praying for you. And also to appreciate the legendary Baba. These comrades are very much progressive, they are making young people to look beautiful. We appreciate the revolution that you are doing. You are very much visible. Comrades, continue doing this. We are seeing a lot of staff here to show that you have employed a lot of people who are giving you blessings. Continue the way, open many branches as possible. And young people, please do not lose hope. Keep on fighting. The fight is forever. We'll continue fighting. We have inherited the spear from our freedom fighters. Let's continue. Let's breed new freedom fighters.
Mufasa is back with full force. He's about to take over the country, even the world.
Comrades, watch us coming.
Don't forget to tell them to subscribe, like, and your social media handles before that.
Comrades, on Facebook, I'm running. They've tried to hack my Facebook, but I'm busy trying to fix it. Just go there, Tunduka Akamela. If there is any good thing that you want to tell me, go and check me. I'm there on Instagram, Bostu, and also on Twitter, I'm also there. Facebook, my numbers are everywhere. And also, please, comrades, subscribe on the legendary podcast with Skywalker Music on YouTube. Stay tuned. Make sure you spread the gospel. People must see this.
It is what it is.